Welcome to Dragonfly Trading. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the new YouTube world. It's very early morning here, so it's very dark outside, so I don't have my camera on this morning. I record my videos on the porch, so until I get a more appropriate place, you're not going to be able to see my beautiful face this morning. In my last video, nailed this pretty well. So it gives me more confidence in the count that I currently am leaning towards. I am an Elliott wave trader. So today's video on Bitcoin and ETH are going to be in an Elliott wave format, but I will try to make it as easy as possible for the people that don't understand Elliott wave. Yesterday, quickly, I went over whether we are calling this a 3-wave or a 5-wave, we have a move down like this. Then we have a clear 3-wave up. Now, whether you're calling this a 5-wave or a 3-wave, it doesn't matter. We have another move to the downside. So that would make this whole thing an A or a W. Then we have a 3-wave move, a 3-wave move, and after that 3, 3, the only thing that can come is a 3 or a 5. So then we have this push up, which invalidated or broke out of the descending triangle that everybody was looking at. I said in my last video, if we came up to this level and pushed past it, that the correction would have ended here or here, and I was looking at it incorrect. But as it turned out, I was looking at it correct, and we had this big push to the downside. So now this becomes a B or an X wave. So after a 3, we either get another 3 wave or we get a 5 wave. And that becomes a C or a Y. If it's 3 waves, it's a Y. If it's 5 waves, it's a C. Let me get this off here real quick. Just wanted to go over that from yesterday's video. So now we have a pivot. So now we can take this off. Let me get out of this pen. So now we pull our fib, and most people will probably be pulling it from the top. But I see this as a 3 wave. So I'm going to pull it from here. So we would pull from here to this low, back up to this top. So what I'm looking for now, and we'll call it ABC for this video, I'm looking for an A, a 3-wave B, and now I'm looking for a C wave down. Now, we have to be careful and watch this 618. This can be very bullish and truncate at this 618 and find support here. But if it doesn't, and we come on down, I'm looking for support here first, and then support here at this next support level. Worst case scenario, we wick down into this 1.618. But that would have to be a 5-wave C wave. If we make a 3 wave here, For Y, it would have to stop in this one of these corrective fib levels here, 1 to 1, 1.236, or the 1.382, because a Y wave doesn't hit the 1.618, only a C wave. So let's move down to the lower time frame and let's see what we have going on. Let's move down to, let's try the 15-minute. So as you can see, we came on down. This here looks like a diagonal. So that looks like that was our fifth wave right there. So from here, it looks like we had a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. And we had a correction, and then we had another 5 wave. So this whole thing looks like one correction right here. And looks like it's 5 waves. So that means what starts with 5 needs to end with 5. If I am correct about this being the 5th wave, if I am not correct about this being the 5th wave, then this is an A, a B, and a C wave. And let's measure that real quickly. It came in between fib levels. So to call it an ABC, I'm not leaning that way, because of the way it came in between the two fib levels and didn't. If it would have came down here, I would call this an ABC, but it didn't. It went in between fib levels. So I'm leaning more, again, towards this being a 5th and this being the start of the correction. So right here, we're battling with the support. If we push up above it, I don't see us breaking this high. If we do break this high, then I am completely wrong about this run up, and it's turning into a more complex correction to the upside. And the reason I say that is because we've come down so far into this other correction. It would have to be some type of 3-wave A, a B, and then we push up for a C. So it would still be corrective. It would not be impulsive if we broke this high here. And we would still come back down again. I hope you understand that. That's a little confusing, I know. So again, what starts with 5 needs to end with 5. So here with this correction that we have right now, which I do not see it as impulsive, it's too overlapping, and I do not see it making any type of diagonal. So we're either going to make a little tiny correction here, not break this support, and then we're going to come down again. And that most likely will be just the first leg of whatever correction we're making here. Or we do break it, and we come up a little higher, and we create a wave 2, and then we go down for our 3rd, our 4th, and our 5th. on down to the targets that I have at the bottom down there. Which this is short. I'm just trying to show you on this time frame. Let's go on over to ETH. On ETH, I see a clear 3-wave move. And ETH is looking wedgy, meaning that it's contracting in price. We have these higher highs here, higher lows, but it's still contracting to a point. So I do have one idea here, that this is a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and this is going to come on up for a 5. Because when you pull an extension from this wave down to this wave, we haven't hit the 1.618 yet. This would be an ending diagonal, which would then start a correction down and would match up with Bitcoin. But if it isn't an ending diagonal, I see 3 waves, 3 waves, 3 waves. So that gives us a complete correction for a W. Then we have 3 waves up, 3 waves down, and at that point, the only thing that can come after that is either another 3 wave or we could possibly get a 5 wave. But this came a little bit short. I would have liked to seen this come deeper to give us a 5 wave up, because there's rules, certain rules in flats that this should at least come to the point, the 618. Let's see where it came to. Came to the 0.5. So I'm leaning more towards another 3 wave up. And that 3 wave can come, oops. That 3 wave can come up here like this to the 1-to-1. And I'm incorrect about this wedge. But what that would turn into is an X. And then we would come down for another 3 waves for a Y. I'm doing this video very raw. I haven't even looked at ETH very much in the past couple days. So you're watching me go about how I figure things out. Let me take another look and see if there's anything else I can think of here. This is definitely a 3 wave, 3 wave, 3 wave for a W. The only other thing I see is this could be the 3 wave X here. This would still need to come up to here. And that would give us a 3 wave down. Maybe down to here or here. And that would be the Y. But I see this Y being much bigger. I see the 3 waves being much bigger. Because do you see we had one correction, 2 corrections, 3 corrections for our W. This one correction for an X, that can happen, but usually it's more than that, like 3, 3, and then 3, and then the X would go here. And then we would get 3, 3, and then 3 for the Y. So this scenario here is not likely. Let's take a look at the indicators. This is the only indicator I use. If you're interested in learning more about this indicator, you can get my free strategy and the link below. I can't go on enough about this indicator. It has made me so much money and others so much money. The concept is when RSI comes out of the band and there's certain rules about passing the red. This was a perfect entry, as you can see, for a long. This was another entry for a long, and you basically take it till it comes outside the other side of the band. But the strategy video gets much more into it. So right now, I don't see any bullish divergence. I don't see any bearish divergence on the 4-hour. On the 1-hour, let me just clean this up a little bit so we can see this. On the 1-hour, we're making higher highs here. And we're making a little bit of a lower low here, which could give us that push up to the 618 I'm looking for. But it's sort of not the biggest, well, it's there. Between these 2 points, we have the bullish divergence. So this could come down, maybe retest the band and then go. Or it just comes down a little bit and then goes. But I do see it somehow making its way up to this 618 at least. Because it didn't, when you pull from this correction down to this correction, it hasn't hit a target yet. I hope this video helped. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. Let me know in the comments if you watched this video to the end. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day.